Wonder Man is a Marvel character, so DC has Wonder Woman, and Marvel was like, fuck it, we're gonna have Wonder Man.
This is what Marvel does. Batman has this counterpart named Catwoman, and Spider-Man has this character named Black Cat. The Captain Marvel that we know wasn't the original Captain Marvel.
Yes.
The original Captain Marvel was a DC comic. And Captain Marvel was taken away from DC Comics and made better, to the point where DC switched the name of their Captain Marvel to Shazam.
They like the little brother that goes in his big brother's closet and steals his clothes, but wears them better than the big brother did.
Yeah, DC actually did threaten to sue Marvel over Wonder Man. And that's why in the comics between 1960 and 1970, we don't really have a lot of Wonder Man in the comics because they were working shit out with DC.
Oh.
That's why.
Across the Spider-Verse dropped its trailer, and Miles Morales is looking great. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to talk about Issa Rae's Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. My God. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. The fro is out. The skin is glowing. The red bandana, the fit. You got, show the whole fit. They got Spider-Woman out here with the Pyru red boots while she's swag surfing a Kawasaki Ninja. I ain't ever seen any like this before in my life. She's rocking the goggles as a mask. She's got spider webs coming out. The gloves. Nah. She didn't have to fashion this hard. I cannot wait to see her. And
I'm not proud of this.
Like the movements are still her gliding everywhere. She still does not walk, she glides. And it just like that. As soon as I start seeing that, I feel like she's on those little, what are those little things? Those little things that you buy the kids and they put their 2 feet on it. I feel like she's on one of those all the time. Like, you know what I mean?
She walks like that alien in When Mars Attacks.
Yes,
I
was just about to say that. He's like in her arms and shit. Yes. Oh my God, I was just about to say that now. Yes.
Why are you playing that the same CGI is being used for Mars Attacks? That's the part you forgot. That's the same CGI.
Hey, good morning. Yes, everybody, it's the whole new year. We're ready to go ahead and kick it off the right way with the blurs. Go ahead and tune in. As you may have heard, Hawkeye down, Hawkeye in distress. Let's go ahead and talk about it. The Rock is shade thrown at him by none other than his wrestling counterpart, Mr. Drax. Also, man, what is going on with the world today when you have to prank the queen just to get a couple of likes? We're going to talk about Miss Queen Ramonda and her son and these Gen Zers and their foolish ways of getting followers. Anthony Mackie, we are late to this, but this dude bought a whole bunch of land just so that he can actually make movies on it in his hometown. We gotta definitely talk about that. What's going on? The Last of Us is finally here, and we're gonna sit and check it out, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's not the only thing coming out. One of us is really excited about a new Star Wars project. I'll let you guess who. Speaking of who? What is coming to kill you? We're gonna see what's going on with that as well. Have y'all seen the new Megan trailer? It is funny as hell. Let's discuss. And Marvel is set to release a whole bunch of stuff. And not just Marvel, but a whole bunch of movies we are expecting this year. Which ones are we looking the most forward to? I don't know. So, let's go ahead and talk with the blurs about it, man. As you all know, this is our first show of the new year, and I'm looking forward to having a definitely better year than last year. Let's kick it! Love this movie. Let's go.
I love the new Blurred Order. You should too.
Let me get all this 10p Wayne. All the niggas rapping about the same old thing. I've been coming through with the same old gang. Ain't shit changed except 9 got a name. Got it out the mud, but we got no stains. Cold ass pistol with a gold ass chain. The girl call me daddy, not my government name. Money on my mind, got them bands on my brain.
Tell you something that you might could know. Hey, it is what it is. What's going on, everybody? It's time to kick off some Blur stuff, and there's so much content to discuss. We ain't even gonna waste no time. I am your boy, the Honorable, just newly sworn in Speaker of the House, Vince Taylor. What's poppin', y'all? And of course, we're joined by the one and only good bad Tyrone.
What up?
Nolly in the house. We got Steph all the way quickly from Oregon in her private jet. Yes, queen, man. Y'all should have saw what she looked like when she first pulled up. We ain't gonna talk about that though. Always beautiful. We also got we got Yazzie in the house. Special guest for one day only, light-skinned Allen Iverson in the building. What's going on, bro? Y'all heard you didn't show up to practice.
Practice. We talking about practice? Practice? Practice.
Yeah, man, practice is what we should all do. By the way, just playing queen, just jokes. Nothing wrong with Steph.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's just amazing. I was just commenting because, I mean, if I could bring a candid moment, we all kind of pull up here at last minute. Let's keep it real. All right. You know, we kind of like, oh, yeah, that's right. We got a show today. All right. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just jump on real quick. And so we got a chance to watch the you know what? I'm going to keep it moving. Because I can't find a good way to say it, but it's good to see everybody here, man. All right. So real quick, since there is much to discuss, I wanted to first and all start off by saying thanks to everybody who pulled up, who watched the replays. Our YouTube is going through the roof. We are now on TikTok as well. Shout out to everybody who's following us on TikTok. Instagram is blowing up. We're throwing reels around on Instagram. And shout out to our comment section that never seems to fail, to show up saying what's happening. Lisa, we love you. What's up? Is that my homegirl? Hope? Okay, and we got Seriously Black in the building. So there is some news about a lot of things. We know Hawkeye is down right now. But before we get into this, because this happened over the Christmas break, I just wanted to rap with my friends real quick about how their Christmases was. You know what I'm saying? Like some of us traveled, some of us didn't. I think the Tides got together. I think Steph may have done a little traveling. What's popping, y'all? I got a chance to do a little traveling. But real quick, man, Tyrone, how was your Christmas, my friend?
It was good. Good. Got to spend a lot of time with family and stuff. Did get a chance to hang out with Bad Ty for an evening, and we had a good time, and that was cool. We got to meet the family and stuff, and try to take my dad to be his dad and stuff, which is cool. We just got to trade, something of equal or lesser value. So, we'll talk about that. But no, it was a great time. Went back to Jacksonville, hung out with the fam, and then got back here before New Year's, and it was good, successful, fun.
Nice. AI. So that's you, huh? Or should we call you A-Ty? How was your Christmas break, fam?
Well, let me correct my brother, our dad. Let me just, I know it's new and, but we are officially siblings. It was a reverse adoption. His dad had no idea it was about to happen until it happened. And that's the way I like things to go. So, just for my brother to know for, future. I'm officially a Thornhill now. So you guys can refer to me as T2. Not Terminator. But T2. I mean, it was great to hang out with Tyrone and his family. His mom couldn't figure out my name until I was about to leave. But it was great because she got it, and we were all very happy about that. But nah. His family was off the chain. I loved chilling with them and hanging out with them. It was all good vibes. But Christmas, holidays, everything was good. Family was good. Had my mother-in-law here. My mom, she flaked, didn't show up. Yeah, Mom, you dropped the ball again. But other than that, it was really good. Really, really good.
Nice. It sounds like Ty is also announcing that Bad Ty and Good Ty will be making their first Maury Povich TV appearance this year. To kind of get this whole thing settled. Yes. How was your holiday season, Queen? What's going on with you? Muted. Oh man, well, one thing that doesn't come into the new year is volume. You have to work on that. We cannot repeat yourself.
Okay. First show of the year, I was muted. I'm out of practice. You know what I mean? I pretty much got off a plane and sat in front of my computer. So give me a little grace. Holiday was good. I saw my family in Pennsylvania. I saw 2 Broadway shows before I left. Ohio State Murders with Audra McDonald, who is an absolute force. It's like watching Michael Phelps swim or Serena Williams play tennis. When that woman is on stage, she just commands the attention and energy of every molecule in the room. And I also saw the final performance of Ain't No Mo.
Oh, you did? Oh, you saw it?
An experience. I did. Yep.
In New York? You got to see it in New York?
Yeah. That's the only place it was.
Oh shit! Yep. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I know they. I'm sorry about that. I'm so geeked up about that because like nobody was like they didn't. I mean, for those that don't know the history, like Ain't No Mo, if I'm not mistaken, is about the country finally decides to award all Black people the opportunity to go back to Africa on the United States expense. And the question is posed: would you take that ticket? Or are you going to stay here? And the debate is what ensues throughout the entire theatrical performance. If I'm not right, that's the gist of it. Yeah. I haven't seen it. This is what I'm reading. So walk us through that, man. What? I mean, that's a crazy. I love the premise. It's giving me potential movie vibes. Tell us what you thought about it, and give us an idea of what you experienced.
I loved the environment. It was super Black from the very beginning. The pre-show music was super Black. I don't want to spoil it, but I will just say the opening scene is very, very, very Black. Some call and response that was very Black, and it really set a strong tone. It's not a cohesive narrative following one group of characters. There is one recurring character, but it sort of jumps around to different slices of life in the Black experience. But I thought it was really well done, really interesting, super duper Black, and I hope that it comes back in some way, shape, or form.
Do you think it has the potential to go to a screen, or is this a play? Like there were some Tyler Perry plays that was not movie worthy, but still made it to the movies. Do you think there's a potential to see this on Netflix or something like that, or is it just a play?
I could see it being done by Jordan Peele or somebody with a really broad creative mind. Yeah, I could see it happening, but it would definitely be like, I don't want to say a niche film, but it gave me sort of like Get Out vibes. It wasn't like Get Out in any way, but just in it's like, oh yeah, we have a message and we're not holding back type of way, which I like.
I love it. I'm jealous, hella jelly. But I'm glad I got to live vicariously through you. We won't spoil nothing, but I want to hear more about this. Yaz, I know you got the big fam, man. What's going on, man? Y'all got the yellow rice and empanadas passing through for Christmas. How did you celebrate? How's my tea? What's going on? How's Christmas?
We actually had a very Caucasian Christmas and Caucasian New Year's. We did it, very Caucasian. Yeah, it was nice. We just hung out at my in-laws' house and just had like a giant gathering over there and just, hung out, play some video games and, you know how we do. I'm about to start playing the new God of War soon. So my mother-in-law just finished it. So she's about to hand it off to me like within the next week or so. So really excited about that because I've been playing the old God of War to catch up. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, other than that, it was peaceful. I will say that my holiday was peaceful. It was very chill. It was very surrounded by family. Yeah, we just kind of hung out and just vibed. You know, it was nice. And I got a new Loungefly backpack, and it was pretty cool. So
Santa visited you. You had a visit from the claws.
Actually,
Santa! Oh my God!
Way too nice to me this year. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like giving, but I was like not like I was getting more this year. So that was nice for a change, I guess you could say. You know, I wasn't expecting that, but I was very grateful, and I'm hoping into the new year, you know, I could give back. So you know, yeah.
I'll take that backpack.
No.
Let me put my cash in.
Steamboat Willie, it's like one of a kind. Is mine. You can have it. I have officially 7 Loungefly backpacks now. Like I have to get a whole shelf and shit. Like yeah, I have a collection.
All right, you talking about giving back and stuff, and I was just like trying to see how far you're willing to go.
No, you can't have that one. That's my favorite one. You can't have it. Sorry.
Oh, come on, man. You sound like the Grinch right now, but it's all good. We appreciate you.
I'm a December baby, so technically I was born a Grinch. It's not my fault. So.
I think 5 out of 6 of us are December babies. Or right? Like, I don't know.
It's a Sagittarius conspiracy up in this group.
That's what we do, man. That's why we so loud. But speaking of terrorists, what's going on with you, Nolly?
Damn.
Terrible.
Damn. Another Vince Taylor segue.
I have my moment.
Yeah, we spill it over to the new year. What's going on? Nolly, how was your Christmas? How was your holiday season? Happy New Year.
I almost didn't have Christmas. My ass somehow caught COVID again.
What? There's still a thing?
This whatever variant this is was ruthless. When I tell you
go
to work, I don't even go to the grocery store. I order my groceries because I'm still in pandemic like fear. Okay, and I'm on a lot of immunosuppressants, so I be trying to be careful because when I get COVID, I get COVID. So I was in bed for like a whole week and a half up until Christmas Eve morning. Okay, but I still made it to my mom's house for a few hours. Made sure I tested negative, of course. Made it to my mom's house for a few hours, and I was like, all right, I gotta tap out. Let me grab all these plates of leftovers. Bucket. One of my sisters came down from Florida, from New York to Florida for a week, so I got to see her. So that was pretty cool. And then New Year's was quiet. I stayed home. My daughter went to a party, and I stayed home watching cartoons like a good adult.
Nice. Well, I'm so glad to hear that you have let us know that you did have COVID. Just out of safety, I think we should all probably mask on up. Okay. So no big deal.
I tested negative, I promise.
Don't want to catch it for the 4th time is all I'm saying.
Not the 4th time.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Well, I've had COVID 3 times, bro, and 2 of them were awesome. But one of them was
I had it once.
Nah, I had it 3 times, bro. So
the first time I had to go to the hospital and get that transfusion. Oh, it knocked me on my ass, but I felt great the next day.
Cool. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. The best part about COVID is being left alone. Being able to just kind of look, leave me alone. I got COVID. I can't do nothing. I got COVID. You know what I'm saying?
Don't call me. I can't talk.
Don't let you mess around and eat something that wasn't so tasty because I don't taste shit no way. You know what I'm saying? This mac and cheese is horrible. Oh, is it? Shit, tastes fine to me. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, man. It works with me. Well, my Christmas was thanks for asking, y'all. It was cool. I got a chance to go to Tennessee, where I mean it's not a frequent destination, but I think Yas has been to Tennessee recently, right? Didn't you have a chance to go to Tennessee?
Yeah, I went for my birthday.
Yeah, how was that? Did you enjoy it? Was it? I mean,
we were in the Smoky Mountains, and it was breathtaking. I'm not gonna lie, it was an experience like no other. It was cold and wet, and that's the one thing that sucked. Like it rained most of the time, but I mean, like, oh my god, like the views we got a cabin, so it was like a 3-story cabin out in the mountains. It wasn't even that expensive either, like for real. It was really cool and it was beautiful. And there was 8 of us in our cabin, and we all were just comfortable. We were chilling. It was a great time. We went mini golfing. I took an old timey photo with my fiance. We just had fun. And can I just say, in Pigeon Forge and in Gatlinburg, they have some amazing fucking food. Like I literally ate the whole time I was there. Like that was literally what I did. And I just, oh my God, it was amazing.
Okay. All right. Minnie asks the question, did you get a chance to play a game of horseshoe? A game of horseshoe.
No, I didn't. I was supposed to go zip lining and do a couple other things too, but I didn't. It was raining, like, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things outside. Like on my birthday, we were playing mini golf like in the rain, dude. Like legit, you know what I'm saying? Like in the cold and in the rain. It's like 40, like 30 degrees, and we're over here putting, you know what I'm saying? So that's some dedication, man. I'm just getting out there. So yeah.
You think it was my delivery, Tyrone, or you think that was an outdated reference?
I think that reference just might have been a little bit too obscure. That's all. A good one, but
I think
went over my head. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna let that one ride. Yeah, but Arrested Development. Shout out to Arrested.
I turned 30, so remember, I'm still like I think the youngest
You're a
person on
baby.
the panel. So you know, just give me a break, okay?
Baby group, we got you. Ty, I saw your hand up, man. What's good?
Yeah, I just wanted to double down on the Gatlinburg reference because I've been to Gatlinburg before as a kid, and I went during the winter. So I went to a ski resort, and that was my first experience with skiing and being on a mount on a huge mountain with all this snow and to answer the question, no, I did not ski, not one time. Not the whole time I was there. I was asked a million times, but I had the choice and I made the right one. So but yeah, it's a beautiful place. But I would recommend it to anybody to go and check it out at least once in their life.
Yeah, and take your family too, because it's like totally a family place. You can take your kids and have a great time. Like I had an 11-year-old with us, and we had like just a great time. You know what I'm saying? It's very family orientated. So if you're in like Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg area, definitely check it out. It's fucking beautiful, and like just you're literally up in the mountains. Like you can't get that view anywhere else. Literally, like I was looking down, like holy shit, I would die, but this is fucking gorgeous. You know what I mean? Like it was just beautiful, and like you're in the clouds. It was like it is the coolest thing in the world. But yes, the roads are hella scary. So if you're not a mountain person and stuff like that, definitely make sure you have someone that's like safe to drive, because I was in my lifted truck driving, and I'm not gonna lie, thank God I'm a northerner, because fuck, that shit was kind of scary at some points. Like shit, not gonna lie, my truck was like, oh, that's the edge. If you open the door, that's like, you know, the cliff that you're gonna die on. So
is it legal to say my lifted truck and I'm a northerner in the same sentence?
It's not technically my truck, I just drive it.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just want to make sure because those two things do not match.
No,
you can't be both. You have to have one or the other.
You know, they conform to me. I can't help that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I like, you know, riding on the like side by side. I'll be in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Just.
If you go to Gatlinburg though, just take plenty of weed because there's not shit.
I was just about to say.
There's literally
you can't drink. It's a dry state.
In Gatlinburg. And especially where I was at by the ski resort, the talk of the town is the movie theater. That's all they have. Like that, they have a movie theater and gift shops, and that's it. That's
no. Where we were,
that was it.
No, where we were at, there was like everything to do. Literally, you could go karting. We did like a dinner show, and it was like a murder mystery dinner show, and it was like super cool. I even did like I did the Titanic experience, and I got to be a fucking passenger in the Titanic and do a walkthrough experience. If you're in Gatlinburg, please check that shit out. It's in Pigeon Forge, I believe, and like you literally are going through and experiencing this. You're walking through and seeing basically all like this the history of the people that were on it, who made the ship and everything. And it's a guided tour, like a self-guided tour with little walkie-talkie, so you can take your time through it. But at the beginning of the tour, you get a little slip, and it tells you what's your passenger name, and it gives you just a little bit of information about the passenger. And at the end of the tour, you get to find out if your passenger lived or died. Guess what? Out of 8 of us, how many you think lived?
0.
3. I was 1. What's up? It was really cool. Like you have no idea. It was like, I'm not gonna lie, one of the coolest experiences of my life. Like I'm still talking about it. Like it's really, really amazing to like go through and experience it. And like my passenger, I got to learn extra stuff because her lineage was part of like the tour and stuff like that. And you get to stick your hand in the water, like the 28-degree water that these people died in. There's a whole section that you get to literally stick your hand in and feel that water. Austin, he put his hand in for like a couple seconds, took it out, and he was like, my fingers are frozen. And then it was like, I don't know, like barely even 50 feet, okay, down. He put his hand in the whole way. We left. 5 minutes later, he's like, babe, I still can't feel my fingers. No wonder these people died. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, it was really cool. And then you get to do an experience after it where, like, you know, when the ship's like falling apart and breaking and shit. You get to climb the poles, like when the ship's breaking and see like how these people, like, you know, when they start falling off and like hitting the pillars and shit, you're like, yo, this is nuts as fuck. No wonder these people died. No lie, you gotta
Imagine energy has sold me. I'm about to book a trip.
Oh, it's the coolest fucking thing ever. And then there's another part in there too. Like you get to sit on the ship and you're like, damn, this is what it felt like just waiting in the middle of the water, like, help, somebody. No. It was dope. It was super cool. And then there was like another little area where you get to like be in one of the it's like a you get to control this little ship thing that went down into the water to see the ship wreckage and stuff like that. And then right next to it, there's like a bow of the ship, like where like the, you know, like the fucking the steering wheel is. Literally, bro, they had 30 seconds to steer this ship when they saw the iceberg. 30 seconds. You know how insanely hard it is to steer a fucking ship that big without hitting shit? I'm not gonna lie, you gotta try that shit out.
You guys had way too much fun at the Disaster Death Museum.
I was thinking the same thing.
Me and Austin, my whole family was like, yo, this is so cool. Like, oh my God, we were having so much fucking fun.
I can't wait
there. We're like, we love you guys. Like, oh, it was so, and then you get to meet this little old man at the end of the tour, and he like tells you about how like there's only 126 people in the world that have gone down and seen the ship wreckage, and he's one of them. And he actually has a piece of the ship, and he lets like a little kid hold it and make them feel special, and the parents can take a picture of it, and it's like, it's adorable. It's like so
that dude's out in the parking lot. Straight up.
No, he's like 100 years old, dog. He's 100 years old, just sitting in a chair, just like, you have no idea. You're like, how is this? And he's like, listen up. Everybody, come close. You want to hear this? He's adorable. He's got a little sailor outfit on and shit. He's just sitting in this whole area where it's like all the pictures he took and shit. He's sitting on this like this dope ass chair. You gotta check it out.
Man, the way Yaz talks about this experience on the Titanic, I can't wait to hear how her family reacts when they visit their first plantation. And
that's gonna be
talk about how hilarious.
I'm gonna bring all of them too.
It was so fun. Like this is where they used to whip them, right? And this is where they used to put. This is the chicken coop. You know what I'm saying? And this is, you know, this is where they used to dance and everything. It was like crazy. You know. Like,
listen, knowing me, I'll make them all dress up and shit too, and be like, "Let's do some reenactments. Get the fucking cameras."
Nope.
Right, well, I'm just kidding.
We'll discuss.
I like how Stephanie's like straight faced and you guys wait a second, then chuckled. Like, I'm just kidding.
All right, well, check it out, man. I'm glad there everybody had a good time, like I said, and it's interesting to hear those things about Tennessee. It is true about the weed there, man. You cannot go there without your own because it's illegal.
Or alcohol.
Illegal. Like, yeah, they're one of those Sunday states where they don't serve alcohol on Sunday and all of that stuff.
They don't serve alcohol, period. You have to drive, like, if you're in Pigeon Forge or Gatlinburg, you have to drive over 15 miles in one direction just to go get alcohol. And you have to be grateful if that place is open if you didn't bring any.
All right, well, listen, don't go back for those very reasons. This is me in Tennessee, completely different view.
I didn't get any snow. You guys got so lucky.
Yeah, man, we got snow. What I learned about being in snow, which as a proud St. Louis native, is that I don't want to experience that anymore. I realized that I associate snow with my childhood, and that it's not the same as an adult. You're talking scraping the windows off, we're talking, slowing down on the highway. We're talking you can't go out. Like I literally was like in 3 or 4 layers. I would go out, I'd put on four shirts, 2 jackets, a scarf, and a bulletproof vest, and I'm still out there like.
That's what we were in, but we didn't have any snow. Austin's like, I'm wearing 3 pants right now. It was great. That was pretty cool. I had a really decent Christmas. Now that can't be said about everybody, man. One of our faithful Avengers, unfortunately, had a really bad accident over the winter, and sounds like he's going to make it out. But Jeremy Renner himself, for those of y'all who heard and you saw in our header, is still currently, if I'm not mistaken, in the hospital for an accident that he had. And here's some of the details about that accident. If I can get this up here, let's see.
Thank you for fans for their support. 2 days after suffering serious injuries in a snowplow accident, the Hawkeye actor broke his silence on Tuesday, sharing a selfie from his hospital bed on Instagram. In the picture, Renner is wearing eyeglasses over his face, which appears to have cuts and bruises. He wrote, "Thank you all for your kind words. I'm too messed up now to type, but I send love to you all." Renner sustained blunt chest trauma and orthopedic orthopedic injuries after being involved in the accident, which took place on his property in Reno, Nevada on New Year's Day. He was airlifted to a hospital where he underwent surgery the following day. Afterward, he remained in the intensive care unit in critical but stable condition. On Tuesday, a rep told people that Renner was moving snow from his driveway on Sunday so that his family members could depart his home after spending New Year's together. The rep explained that he was also helping clear out the snow of his neighbor's home as everyone had been without power for 24 hours and there had been a large snowfall. According to local authorities, the actor was the only party involved in the incident.
Yo, so Renner, unfortunately, in a condition that we can't discuss
Marvel Studios
too
dropped
much
some huge footage from Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantum.
To avoid this, because Yaz faithfully posted this. I don't know if it was too soon or not, but yeah, man, the dude seems like it sounds like he had a hard Christmas or whatnot. Fortunately, it sounds like he is on the road to recovery. My question for y'all is: do you think that this impacts his role with Marvel, or do you think that they're? Were we already done with Hawkeye? I mean, had he already successfully passed the baton to Kate Bishop? Or were we still looking at a Hawkeye season 2 that was starring Jeremy Renner that may not come to? What's up, Nolly?
I don't think there was going to be a Hawkeye season 2, but we were getting Echo, and I know Echo's been pushed back a couple of times, so I'm not sure if he's having a cameo in it or not. But I guess we'll find out since he traded the MCU for the ICU.
That was as bad as that was as salty as my meme. You're so great. I love you. Thank you. Not the only one.
I couldn't leave you alone.
The likes. That was a good quote. Good quote. All right, cool, man. Well, listen, for all of us, with the exception of Steph, we want to wish you a recovery here, Jeremy. Steph, I'm sure is like, look, please put this dude out of this misery. You have definitely been the most vocal about your distaste and discontent for one Hawkeye, which I assume was transferable to Jeremy Renner. Am I wrong?
Okay, I do not wish death upon Jeremy Renner. Okay, maybe Book of What's His Face, Book of Busta Rhymes. Yeah, maybe. But not. No, I like Jeremy Renner. I hope he's okay. I don't want the man to be injured.
Yeah. It's sad because I've yet to hear anything about Jeremy that's made him what some people would call cancelable, so to speak. I'm sure if we dig hard enough, you'll find something. But as of right now, with the footage that I'm seeing, like he's a town guy. He likes to donate to a lot of charities, and including some entertainment charities, and what I'm saying, like the dude's a stand-up dude. I mean, he just happened to just get the worst Avengers powers, but yeah, he from what I understand, he's a good member of his community and he holds it down. What's up, Steph, and then Nolly?
I will say, I see Lisa commented, I read the snowplow started rolling and he tried to jump back in and didn't make it and got rolled over. Like, I am wondering if for a minute real life and fiction blurred and he was like, okay, I can get back in that snowplow. And I don't know, maybe just sometimes we need to remember the difference between our real personal lives and the superheroes that we play on TV.
That's such a good, yeah. Okay. Like for a moment he was like, I got it. You know what I'm saying? He's like,
I do my stuff on my show.
What was you saying? What was you about to say, Nolly?
Right, he's a good guy now, yes, but he definitely had like a rough streak, kind of like Robert Downey Jr. When he was going through his divorce and stuff, there were like proof in text messages and stuff that he was abusing his wife, and so I think he had some really good PR, and now he's become a better person. But yes, I totally agree with Steph.
Are you saying that he got ran over on purpose? So
I'm not saying that karma is on time, but I'm just saying that sometimes she shows up and says, "Did you forget I was coming?"
Dang, yo.
But also, he is so lucky that his neighbor is a doctor, because if he had not put that tourniquet on, they're saying that he definitely would not be here.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, his community came to his rescue.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Avengers, which were nowhere around, it would have definitely been nice of Wong to show up and to get him right to the hospital. Because I heard it took like an hour for the hospital for like the ambulance to get there.
They had to airlift him.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
So it's crazy. So no shade thrown here, man. If you are a better person, Jeremy Renner, or even if you're not and still need time to rehabilitate yourself, best of wishes to you, and I hope that you do recover. And who knows, maybe this will draw more eyes to a Hawkeye season 2 or to an Echo, because there's a lot of stuff going on. But at least it wasn't a prank. At the very least, you were trying to do something good. You know, you didn't put the emergency brake on. You didn't hit the off switch. But you weren't searching for likes like some people do in the industry. I don't know if y'all are aware of this or not, but right now, well, we are on TikTok, all right? Me and Nolly are, at least. I don't know. I mean, I know Ty is on there now. But, you know, there's this whole thing on TikTok about doing, like, dead celebrities and, like, you know, making, you know, kind of like surprising, shocking your mom and dad and stuff like that with people that they think should still be alive. It's just weird. I don't know if have you heard of this? Is anybody on here? Nolly, you've seen these things? Tyrone, have you seen this stuff? It's a little weird to think that this is what we're doing now. But hey, man, here's a couple examples. Just so I can get the gist of what's going on out there.
Bruno Mars dead at 37. Mom, Bruno Mars dead at 37. What? No! What? No, not Bruno Mars. No. First off, I probably just say to your parents.
Well,
Mary J. Blige's dead at 51.
I know you lying.
Oh my!
Stop lying.
She looked like she about to hit him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Maybe she
God,
should.
Nona. Wait, where's Grandpa? Al Pacino died at 82.
Al Pacino died?
I just saw it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did. He died. It's on my phone. It's an article.
So this trend continues. I don't have to go down the line. Just wanted to provide some context. But this is a trend. It's a thing. So, I mean, as a young man, you know, one gentleman thought he'd jump on board. You may recognize him. He is the son of the Queen Angela Bassett. And he thought he might go ahead and maybe get in on the fun a little bit. Let's play it and see what we think about it on the other end.
Michael B. Jordan dead at 35. 35.
No, but you're playing.
35.
You're playing.
What?
Now, this is the son of Angela Bassett, and you saw how it impacted her, because this is a little different. This is not a fan of Michael B. Jordan that she's talking about. This is not a fan of Bruno Mars. This is a friend, and not just any friend, a friend that a bond forged amidst tragedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's history that goes along with this type of prank, and it just seemed a little tone deaf as it pertained to the sensitivity around this subject. Steph, what say you about this, man? What do you do when this is what life is? It's performative. Is he wrong because he's just trying to be a kid? You know what I'm saying? Is he completely aloof, or is this an instance in which he just tried to shoot for clout and ended up getting shot in the mouth?
He's dead ass wrong. And I'm not going to say everything I really want to say out of respect for Ms. Angela, because that's my play auntie. So I'm not going to say unkind things about her son because I love her. But this was a very stupid moment on behalf of this young man. And I am angry for her. Like, first of all, it's a dumb, stupid prank. Oh my God, let's play into people's trauma. Like, what? Even for celebrities that you just don't know, just to tell someone they admire is dead as a prank is a stupid, mean-spirited idea, and there's nothing funny about it at all. But to do that with someone who was actually a friend of your mother and who lost another friend in the same franchise, tragically, like just all bad on so many levels.
It's tasteless.
Yeah, man. Ty, you got kids, man. If one of your kids came to you and pranked you like this, how would you react?
I'm not as sensitive to an attempt at humor. In that moment I may correct them because I personally don't find any of this funny. Simply because I saw the older gentleman react to the Al Pacino thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, what if this older gentleman would have caught a heart attack based on what you just told him, and your father died off the strength of you trying to get views and clicks and likes? Because that's where we're at this point. We're at this point where our souls don't mean anything anymore. Like our souls are as far as the internet will take us. And that's what I see so many kids, so many adults being willing to do is this is just it. At some point you got to ask yourself, am I doing something stupid? Like, this ain't even a thing about me telling you you're doing something stupid. This is just one of those things where you literally could just ask yourself, should I do this? And if you say that, then you probably would answer yourself correctly and be like, nah, this might be going a little too far. My mom could have a stroke. My pops could have a stroke. You know what I'm saying? Like everything y'all are saying about Angela Bassett is true. Like, you lost Chadwick. We can't be playing like this with more people on the cast of a movie that meant so much, and not just on that level, just from a human standpoint. I mean, I'm so tired of this shit, bro.
Yeah, well, Ty, you should be welcome to know that evidently, young Angela Bassett's son did not know who his mother was, and she wasn't about that bullshit, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, yes, this is a real queen, and something tells me something got to that young man because the follow-up video looked a little something like this.
I would sincerely like to apologize for for taking part in such a harmful trend. I apologize to Michael B. Jordan's entire family, his extended family, and him directly, as he is an idol of mine, and taking part in a trend like this is completely disrespectful. I don't wish any bad ramifications of my actions upon his family nor my parents, as they deserve none of the backlash, and I own this was a mistake, and I hope this can be a teaching lesson to anyone else who uses social media as a tool and a source of entertainment to truly understand that your actions can have consequences that extend beyond you. I apologize for any hurt that my actions may have caused Mr. Jordan or my parents or anyone else who could have been involved in this, and I am truly and sincerely sorry, and I apologize. Thank you so much for your time.
Now, that was funny. That was funny. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was pretty funny. He was crying.
That looked like them. You remember back when we were at wars, and we were well, I mean, we're still at wars, but I mean when they were doing the terrorist videos where they would have the hostage, and the hostage would be reading off of a paper, and then like right before, if that is not what I just saw, then please correct me, because that looked like a hostage video where he was like they was like, if you say one word wrong, we will behead you in front of. Like, it was like that, bro. It was like that. And
when he started stuttering, I swear it looked like she was like, the people. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in the back, like pointing down at that shit, like read fucking paper.
Yo, I literally saw
had 2 apples.
God in his eyes as he's reading through that. Steph, what you see?
You know, I don't think that was her, y'all. I think that was Courtney. That looked like daddy fear to me. Just as I envision this reaction, I see Angela being
his eyes. Oh my God.
distraught and maybe so angry that she just has to walk out the room because it's her child and she loves him. And I see Courtney being like, you are my son, but that is my wife. Okay.
Yeah.
And that looked like the fear of a father that you know will choke you and put you against the wall. Courtney's quiet, but that's Angela's husband. So I have no doubt that that man knows how to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done.
I mean, say it again. Say it again. Say it again, damn it. Say it again.
Yeah, make it again. Like this. Go ahead. I mean, this is just.
I was gonna say, don't be fooled. I'm positive Courtney B. Vance has some hood in him because me and Angela have a lot in common, and I know what women like us like.
I could totally see that though. You know what I'm saying? Like she just getting so just like I can't win you. Like just handle your son. You know what I'm saying? Like walking away, and he's like, "Do you see? I'm about to get your ass. Like come here. Like yeah, I see that."
Tyrone, this is cruel, man. I mean, if I could, I almost look. The videos that we showed before are somewhat comical. All right, you even heard we played it and we got some laughs on the broadcast. But those are folks that don't have a direct line of communication with the person that they're talking about. You know, that's the difference. It's one thing to be shocked by news that you hear about somebody that you admire. It's another thing to hear that your personal friend that you've worked with over a span of time and have also already experienced some sort of tragedy with, you're informed that now, in addition to Chadwick being gone, here's the other potential Black Panther. I mean, come on, bro. Is this? I mean, or am I tripping? Am I out of bounds?
I mean, you're not tripping. I think it's all stupid. I think that the whole prank and the whole trend was dumb. Anytime I hear TikTok trend, I'm like, okay, that's not going to end well. But the biggest thing to me is like, I'm just glad I got to grow up, and when I did dumb shit, like 4 people knew about it. You know what I mean? Like the thing is like when kids do dumb shit now, so many people know about it. So then they have to make an apology video. You could hear his youth in his apology video. This dude is not somebody who's like really thinking on that level yet. So that's why he's like stumbling through his words and stuff. I'm concerned about like 10, 15 years from now when we got a bunch of kids who grew up getting embarrassed socially constantly, like what the effect of that's going to be. It's a weird thing to see like this kind of parenting happen in public. It's just strange. And I don't think it's going to work out well for us.
I'm gonna keep it real. Like the one thing that I'm a little confused about is how did the video end up online? Like, did he tape it and then post
TikTok, right? You could just do like TikTok makes it so you could just put it right on there, right?
But I mean, like, so here's my chain of thought. As somebody who is a part-time TikToker, so to speak, like what you have to think and then hit post and then let it update and then let it upload. Between him taping, was it live or maybe it was a live broadcast? Because that's the only way I could foresee him getting the response and then saying, "All right, I'm still gonna," it must have already been out there, which makes it worse because it was on display live, which explains why this hostage video, as Todd described it, of what we may call, the Ramonda ISIS. Was like, look, bro, you got to get on that thing right now and read this, and do not stray from the words. You say everything is on the card, and yeah, man, it's bad taste. Now, listen, my daughter pranked me the other day, but it wasn't nothing like this. It was she did a TikTok prank on us where she's like, guys, have you heard this new Publix ad? It was like, what? It was like, Publix said, "Bust that pussy wide open" or some shit. And we was like, "What the fuck was that?" And she taped it, and she was like, "It's just a prank." But we was like, "All right, you got us." You know what I'm saying? and posted it. But this was a little beyond the pale. So I think that it would have been a little entertaining to see what happened between the original post and this video right here. I think
the home video of what happened, the behind the scenes video of like the father like Darth Vader choking. Yeah. When the tears came out.
I just hope that if he has a vehicle that he didn't go outside and see that bit was on fire, because I don't know if y'all know Angela Bassett don't play, and she wasn't waiting to exhale, man. So look, bro, don't try me like that. Don't come for me. Nolly, I hope you never have to experience nothing like that, man. You do the TikTok thing too. You ever had a TikTok prank played on you by your kids yet? Or...
No, because they know I'm with the shits.
Y'all do know Nolly's like, Nolly, how tall are you?
I'm 5'5", okay, and my daughter is 2 inches shorter than me, but I'm from Brooklyn and she's not.
Get it.
Oh, yeah. All right. But she got it in her. She got that Nolly attitude. Well, yeah, man. Let this be a lesson to all potential TikTokers out there. If you want to gain likes, you want to gain some followers, don't use your friends, the friends of your parents, as a tool to accelerate your TikTok career. I wouldn't do that. Just talk shit, make creative content like the rest of us do. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe you'll have greater success. But this was entertaining. Another thing that happened, here's something that I'm just going to shout this out real quick. We haven't had a chance to really discuss this, but evidently last year, this happened a while back. My man Sam Wilson, aka Cap Am, aka Papa Doc, Anthony Mackie. He bought some acres in his hometown in New Orleans so he can make a studio. We got another Tyler Perry on our hands. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up as of late, even though this happened like last March, is because I like the trend. I like the trend. All right. This is what happens when you do give Black people power and Black people use it the right way and start setting a trend as to what to do with power. I'm also going to shout out Michael Blackson for opening up a school in his home city in Ghana. This is what we should be doing as a community when we do rise up in the ranks, give back. And so now it sounds like Sam, because he could have did this anywhere. He could have did it in LA. He could, if he had the money for it, he could have done it in Canada, but he went back to his own hood, which is why I'm bringing it up. This is how you reparate yourself. Now, I'm not saying we still don't deserve reparations, but there's a way for us to also have this way to reach back. And I thought that this, Tyrone, was an awesome gesture, and I hope it turns out.
I think it's more than a gesture. I think it's a way to build community and to to help to build those up who don't have the advantage that somebody who has it like in LA or New York or Atlanta or something like that. I love it. I also think that we should submit a name change his name from the Falcon to Tyler Perry Keat. Can we get that going?
God dang.
Oh my God. I can't. So I guess now we know what he was up to with all those facial poses. You know, he was plotting.
Oh yeah, that's when you see his face, you see he's like, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He always looks like he's up to some shit.
You up to some shit? You don't think? Okay, all right, yeah.
He's in the back learning. Like he's in the back learning. Yeah. He's like, y'all don't know. Shit's dropping in my town.
Hey, well, yeah, well, that's definitely a good trend that I hope we get to see more of. Meanwhile, while Anthony Mackie is out here showing us how to do it in terms of bringing things back to your community, your boy Drax had some words about his counterpart, The Rock. Evidently, he is tired of being compared to The Rock. But the fact of the matter is, y'all both bald-headed big dudes that came from wrestling that can't but barely act. I don't know how you don't compare the two of y'all to each other, man. That's just kind of how it is. But the dude, evidently, he's tired of being. I have opinions about this. I think, well, I ain't gonna say what I think about it. But let me just kind of walk you through what happened. And this is just a couple of days ago. So evidently, somebody asked him, as they do in usual fashion, if he wants to be, like The Rock. And he's not necessarily happy about those comparisons. Here's what he says. He says, I want good roles. I want, I don't care about Fast and Furious or no. Hold on, let me put this in context. He did have an answer. This is, however, something that was brought up years ago, and this was his original response when it was brought up originally. Okay, so Bautisa actually previously distanced himself from Johnson in an interview a few years ago, speaking to the Tampa Bay Times down here in Florida in 2019. Bautista said Rock was, in a way, a movie star before he was even a movie star. There's something special about him, something really special. I'd never take that away with him. Would I consider him a great actor? Fuck no. So he's like, nah, bro, I ain't with all that. And then he goes on to say, I want good roles. I don't care about Fast and Furious, Bumblebee. That's not the kind of stardom I want. I want to be in Doom. I want to work with Dennis Villanueva. I want to work with Sam Mendes, Jodie Foster. I want to work with Academy Award winners. I'm proud to be a character actor. I want that respect and credibility above, and education. Please come on, talk to me, Steph, please.
I just like, this is not Sir Patrick. What's his name? Like, you're Drax, which is fun and cute and charming, but you're talking as if you are this classically trained Shakespearean actor that does all these deep, significant roles. And as far as I know about Dave Bautista, you kill zombies and fly spaceships, which is cool. And we like that. But you are not that different from The Rock, my guy.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate downside, is that there are alternate realities, and I think he may be living in one where he thinks he's better than The Rock. Tyrone, what's up, bro?
No, I hope that this is just him. Like, maybe he just read The Secret and now he's like putting it out there into the universe. You know what I mean? Like what he wants and what he hopes and stuff like that. But like, that's, which we all do. You know, we all hope and want for big things and want to be great and stuff like that. But you got some work to do. I mean, I feel like, because I know he also recently said that he doesn't want his legacy to be Drax. Well, Drax is his strongest thing that he's done so far.
Literally,
nobody was messing with this dude before Drax. So like this, to me, to look at that and be like, nah, I'm done with that, and then just decide that you're like a credible actor, like, nah, man, you got some work to do. You got to work on your craft. You got to earn that respect that you want. But you know, maybe he's just putting it out in the universe. We'll see.
No, I think unfortunately that he really thinks he's better. What's up, Ty?
I mean, maybe I read it wrong, because from the article that you just put up there, it sounded like he just wants to be better. When I hear somebody say, I want to work with these directors, I want to work with, you know, Academy, and I want to learn, and I want to educate myself, you know what I'm saying? It sounds like a person who knows that acting was not always his first choice, and that I'm trying to develop into a better actor. I didn't hear him really say that he's better than The Rock. He said he bigged up The Rock, and then he gave an honest critique, which is The Rock a great actor? Fuck no, I agree with him. That's you know. So and then he went on to say what he would like to do moving forward. And that doesn't sound like a person who's like thinks he's better. That sounds like a person who's trying to be better. That's how I read it. But
saying The Rock's not a great actor, that sounds like somebody who's never seen The Tooth Fairy, sir. You got to make sure you get back up on your stuff. Know what you're talking about, okay?
Exactly. Exactly. How could I have forgotten?
Have you seen The Walk?
Greatest performance ever from The Rock.
You didn't like his different accent and language in Black Adam? What's going on, homie? You didn't love how he just used the same voice and stare that he does in everything?
But respect, honestly though, respect to Bautista for wanting to be better. I feel like, because what I do think, Rock is a businessman who acts, I think, and knows how to make money doing movies. But Bautista wants to be an artist, and I respect that.
Do you? Well, I mean, I respect it, but I think that he could do this. I think that some of his WWE personality is coming out by wanting to have a comparison and a battle with him and The Rock. Like, he still thinks that it's Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole thing.
Are you pitching an acting cage match where they get in and do monologues until one of them just drops?
That's where I was actually going. I was like, listen, man, if these guys want to get back in the ring, I think that that's going to be one of the highest rated Monday Night Raws we have if they do come back. For all the wrestling fans out there, we can get these folks back in the ring and actually battling each other over movie rights and movie roles, maybe. Hey, I'm here for it. But as of right now, Ty, you're wrong. He's throwing hella shade at The Rock specifically. And yes, I know that he's being asked specifically about The Rock, but he can gracefully say, well, The Rock is a guy, you know, he's doing the best he can. Me personally, I aspire to do XYZ, but he said, is The Rock a good actor? Fuck no. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that's straight shade, my man. And you can't deny that. You know what I'm saying?
Truth. I guess if truth is shade, I guess it is.
I mean, you don't gotta say everything out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, Angela Bassett could have went on to TikTok and be like, my son is a whole asshole. He is a fucking bit. I can't stand his ass for this shit. But she was like, no, how do we do this publicity-wise? You know what I'm saying? Because there's class. And I like it. I'm here for it.
I'm just saying, Vince, if every time you were in an interview or every time you got somebody talked to you and they compared you to Mark Curry from Mr. Cooper, and you were like, man, look, I'm tired of y'all asking me about Mark Curry. Like, that's not me. I'm like, Mr. Cooper is Mr. Cooper. He had his own show. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if the frustration, we're human beings, and I don't know how often the comparison is made between Bautista and The Rock, but obviously based on his response, he's probably fed up with the conversations about him and The Rock, and he's just basically saying, this man, he's wonderful. I think he's great. All of that. Is he the greatest actor? No. Do I want to be up there with some of the greats? Yes. Do I want to work with certain people? Yes. Do I mind being a character actor? No. I know what I am. I know what I am. I just want to be a better version of that. That's all I'm saying is that's what I heard in that article, or that's what I read it out of that article.
Here's the unfortunate truth that I think he's going to run into, Dave Bautista. I don't know if there's room in the Academy for movies like what was the one with the zombies with the Army of Dead?
It's just in Glass Onion. Knives Out.
I'm not saying I haven't seen that one.
He died.
Spoiler alert.
Thanks.
Yaz in true form, coming in with the heart with the spoiler.
Yeah. You haven't seen it yet?
Yeah,
he said the first thing out of his mouth was, "I haven't seen it yet," and then you responded with, "He died."
Oh man!
Oh my god!
My bad, Vince. My bad.
Good morning.
Oh man!
I'm still like trying to get through my energy drink. My bad.
But the truth is, though, he died from such great acting. So once you see that movie, just it might change your opinion.
Yes.
All right.
He died.
I gotta say this. This is the second spoil I've gotten from Yaz over the last month. And as a potential spoiler myself, I'm normally one to brush these off. But now this will be the second project of which I will start the season knowing how it ends. The first one was Wednesday, where it was revealed on this show that who the villain was, and I knew from episode 1 what the twist was. I believe for our audience, if you if you may have been paying attention.
Listen, season 2 is coming back, so I won't ruin it.
That's yet to be determined.
She also spoiled the Titanic earlier. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I did that.
That was awesome.
Yeah, well, anyway, you know what? Let's move to
forget about it. Don't even. Yeah, it didn't happen.
That's the hard part about you're talking with a guy who doesn't watch trailers because he doesn't want to have spoilers.
But the show is a murder mystery. Someone dies in the show.
So it's a mystery.
It's a murder mystery show. That's the Glass Onion is a murder mystery show. So that's what I'm saying. Like someone does die. That's the whole premise of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was saying. It's a murder mystery. Someone dies.
And I'm guessing that may be Dave Bautista.
You can't unspoil something. There's no such thing as an unspoiler. Yes, and maybe.
Maybe he's
okay,
dead.
we've officially redubbed Yaz. She was meme queen. Now she's spoil queen. We're gonna have to work on this, man. We gotta send Yaz to a camp, non-spoiler camp, man. No other kind of camp. But yeah, man, that wow. Hey, it is what it is. At least you're not trying to, you know what?
I was literally looking at my phone and then I looked up and I was like, you didn't see it? And you were like, no. I was like, oh shit, I did see that. My bad.
Always assume we haven't seen it.
It's been out for like 2.5 weeks now, Vince.
Bullshit.
Oh my God.
So what? So what? Like, I don't care if it's been out since 2010. If it's you know what I'm saying? Like just ask, hey, have y'all seen it? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, it's all good, guys. I honestly don't even think I'm gonna watch it. But for those watching who were looking forward to the end, hey, surprise, is what it is. That's just her being her usual self. You know, Yaz is a part of the Bad Batch. We won't get into that. Yaz, it's all jokes, all playing, nothing serious here. We're just kidding. But yeah, before we get into the Bad Batch and these other things that are going, oh damn, we're losing viewership. so shoot, that's all good. Hey, well, another thing that happened real quick, and we'll discuss this, and I thought that this was pretty fun, is like I said, you all may have noticed in the beginning we were posting some memes and we're posting some of our videos now. Here's a video that we dropped as well that was, I thought, pretty cute. I seen it, and I don't use that word often. Nolly actually brought me on to this moment that we had. Check it out.
One thing that Legolas didn't have that Arendor has is
Melanin?
a love interest.
Nice. One for Nolly.
That part.
Blackness confirmed. You got soul.
So we put this up, and our newest member, Nolly, went ahead and somehow, I think, tagged him or shared this with him. And somehow Mr. Ismail, that's what I thought. He was feeling it, and he actually blessed us with a like and started liking a lot of our stuff, man. And I owe all of that. We owe all of that to Nolly. We now have a new friend. Mind you, this is how we originally got up with Yvette Nicole Brown as well. So Nolly, walk us through your new friend and how we're actually now connected.
Yo, I'm so hyped. First of all, so geeked. Cannot believe he saw it. And when he reacted to my story repost, I was like, let me get in there real quick. So I sent a message and I was like, we love you and we love the show. And then that's when he was like, yo, I'm trying to comment on your reel, but I am cackling because that was an instant classic. And I was like, oh my God, you know, that was funny. Oh my God. So then we started talking, and then somehow the conversation got to like Afro-Latinos and like Dominicans and Puerto Ricans being like, I know Black, I Dominican, you know, stuff like that. And then we were talking about indoctrination and stuff. And I was like, yo, this would be a great conversation for the show.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
so then I did a little shoot my shot. And so he was like, I'm going to connect you with my peoples and we'll see what happens. And I'm like,
whoa. So you think, Nolly, we may have a chance to actually get old boy on? I mean, first of all, the fact that y'all talk about the Dominican separation from Blackness and how that all works is interesting. I want to get into that. I'm sure there's some folks that aspire to the same thing, but like, it seems like a cool dude, huh? I mean, you
he's so cool.
What's going on, man? Like,
I hope it happens.
Me too. You guys know how much I love Rings of Power. Like, I've been watching it faithfully. I just want to make sure when he's on the show that he knows that I'm a really big fan of the show.
Oh, really?
I watched every episode, and I'm an expert.
Hey, what's his name on Rings of Power again?
Vince, you know it. I don't have to say it. You know what it is.
Well, just remind us real quick.
I'm a really big fan. It was Aaron Deere. It was Aaron Deere.
All right, evidently. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll say that. Well, listen.
Stephanie all blushing. She blushing and everything.
She's blushing, yo. She's
Aaron Deere, please come on the show. Please come on the show.
I'm a big fan. I am a loyal fan of the franchise. I just want that on the record.
Come on now. Yo, I gotta call you out there. You hated.
You have me confused with someone else, Vince. That wasn't me. Nope.
We gonna Stephen A. Smith your ass and go to the tape and just wait. Just wait till we discuss. You know what? We'll let the tape speak for itself.
I specifically remember Steph. I'm gotta vouch for Steph. I specifically remember her saying that the only part of the show that she liked was Aaron. I do remember that.
Thank you. That part.
Was the only part she liked.
That part.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be hilarious. But pop quiz. So Steph, he just told you what the name of the character was. What was that name again?
He didn't tell me. I said Aaron Deere before he said it. Okay, don't test my geek knowledge, Vince. All right, don't be that man. Like, oh, are you really a fan? What do you really know about it? Yeah, I know the black man's name. If nothing else, I know the black man's name.
That part. All right, yeah, my fault. I should not have tested you, Queen. I get it. But yeah, at the end of the day, man, this is kind of how we do things. The first time Steph did her question of the day, we went ahead and rolled that into some to our first encounter with Yvette Nicole Brown. So that's kind of how that works. And now it looks like this may potentially be our entryway into Aaron Deere being a part, which Nolly sent the picture of her reaction when he actually started. When he actually started responding back. This is her at work. So yeah, man, by all means, come on in. The water's fine, Aaron Deere. And yeah, man, we definitely want to discuss what you experienced, especially since you were the first black elf in the Lord of the Rings saga on screen. And we know how much they scrutinized him when his picture came out. Remember when the Rings of Power first announced the cat, a black elf, and there's no black dwarves, and she doesn't even have a beard, and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And so yeah, we want to hear like how are people dealing with that, because that's a thing now. Like there are black people showing up in fantasies, and it is rubbing some folks the wrong way. Over this break, I got a chance to watch the Witcher Blood Witch, which didn't add up to what I thought it was going to add up.
Trash, man. It was trash. And it's so sad. It's sad. I'm mad. I'm mad at that.
Yeah, man. It unfortunately did not deliver the same Witcher vibes, which is a bad sign for the franchise, unfortunately, going forward. I forgot to bring this up. I did bring it up a few weeks ago with us, but did anybody else get a chance to watch The Witcher Blood Origin? Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah.
And you know it sucks, and I don't want to get into this week. Maybe we'll talk about it next week. But it sucks because there was a strong black woman lead, a strong, completely melanated black woman lead, who was talented and soulful and skilled in fighting and singing. But the script, the whole way it played out, man, it just was a whole thing. So maybe we talk about that on the other end, or maybe if we have time at the end of this, we can discuss. But man, that was hard to watch. But what we do have is potential in the Marvel universe. Like I said, we did discuss earlier that this year, at the very least, is looking good. There's a lot of projects. Some of them include Marvel, some of them Ghostbusters, even Indiana Jones on there. I saw that trailer and I actually liked it. So that's the whole problem. But one thing I'm looking forward to is that they just announced, and I'm hoping Tyrone chimes in on this, that there's a possibility we may get our original Jean Grey back as a mutant in one of our upcoming sequels, and that sequel being possibly the Deadpool sequel as well as the Secret Wars. This excites you at all, Tyrone, or are we still using the same people for roles that they should be, and they need to go back and kind of?
I don't get excited about these rumors just because, like, I feel like it's just people that are like, oh, Secret Wars is coming, so everybody's going to be in it. So we'll just do these rumors one at a time, a week at a time. And but I wouldn't be mad if it was like if they showed up real quick, some of the older X-Men, because the casting in those X-Men movies was actually really good. It was just the movies themselves that weren't great. The cast was, Cyclops, Jean Grey. As much as like I'm ready for a new Wolverine, Hugh Jackman did his thing or whatever. Professor X, everybody was cast well. So I'd be okay with seeing it happen again. But these rumors I think are just coming from like people's knowledge of what happens in Secret Wars and what happens with some of the Avengers stuff moving forward. So they're just starting to throw like everybody in it. Eventually we're going to hear anybody who's still alive and still, acting and stuff like that. We're going to hear they're going to be in the next Marvel, whatever.
I don't know, man. This seems like a pretty strong confirmation. I'm when something like this is dropped, with such on multiple sites, and I can honestly see, just based off of the way it's brought in, how this could come to play. We've already confirmed that Hugh Jackman, prior to Logan, is going to be in Deadpool 3 as one of the main characters, more than likely. So, who was Hugh Jackman's love interest in the 3 X-Men movies that he starred in? None other than one Jean Grey. So I think that this could be, and keep in mind, the multiverse is still broken. So we have room to bring in a Dark Phoenix, and it may not be a huge role, but I suspect that they may also want to watch the stink. Even though I know Tyrone is not into the first X-Men movie, a lot of folks want to wash away the stink of Apocalypse and wash away the stink of, some of the more recent movies like the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I think the way you do that is to not bring the stink into the new stuff.
All right, well, me and you, I don't think are ever going to really agree. I really still think that the first few X-Men movies, for what they're worth, they got the job done and introduced into the universe. Yeah, I haven't gone back and watched it like you have, and I think that if I did, I probably would have had the same thoughts.
They were better than no X-Men movies at the time. Is my day. I was happy to have an X-Men movie. I'm going to be very happy to have a better X-Men movie.
All right. Well, we'll see how that works. Real quick, shout out to Ty. Ty mentioned to us earlier that he wasn't going to be able to make it the whole time, and it is his son's birthday. So happy birthday, little Prince, and enjoy. I missed the opportunity to have him gracefully exit, but he will be rejoining us next week. But make sure y'all go and check out the Multiverse every Wednesday, 6:30 Eastern Time. As this year they got a lot of exciting stuff on the docket, and we'll talk about that a little bit as well. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little shocked. I thought that this might excite you more, Tyrone, but it is. I think it's one of your favorite franchises, so I think you're the most harsh, the most critical. Yeah.
It's not that it doesn't excite, like the possibilities don't excite me, and like I'm excited about what's going to be happening with the X-Men. It's like it's my my media literacy and issue with rumors versus news and how rumors are reported online. It has always bothered me. I'm always a buzzkill when it comes to that. Whenever like some account like that drops like reported or rumored, is like, because we could drop a rumor all day long if we wanted to. Be like, hey, reportedly, Batman's going to be in the new X-Men movie. We could make it happen. You know what I mean? So that's why I always I'm chilling on those things until it comes from Marvel, or like when Ryan Reynolds was like, hey, here's Hugh Jackman, he's going to be in the movie. That I believe. But this, I'm like, nah, this is just people trying to get clicks.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope that whatever it is that they do with this franchise, that it doesn't suck as much as you say the first one did. I for one, am hopeful. And anything that's leading into mutants, especially if they're going to do it the right way. And now, dare I say, Kevin Feige has more pressure on him since he's now officially competing with James Gunn, somebody who used to work for him. And I would doubt that that James Gunn isn't thinking, look, I want to bring it to the Marvel universe to show them they should have never put me in that limbo situation for those stupid tweets in the first place. So we'll see how that goes. Well, let's talk about some upcoming projects, guys. There's a lot on this list of projects. And I, for one, am extremely excited. Thank you one time for Nolly and everybody in the group for dropping these things. Here's some of the things that we can look forward to in this upcoming month right here. And before we even get to what's listed on here, one of the upcoming projects that I think Nolly shares this with me as well, am looking most forward to is The Last of Us. All right, The Last of Us, which is a video game-based story set to hit the screens next week, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Nolly? And we finally get to see an on-screen version of what was originally introduced to us in game format. So I'm hella excited because it seems like they're finally starting to make movies out of video games good, shows out of video games good, and this appears to be no exception. What you think, Nolly?
I am hype, and when they first announced it, I was skeptical, but then as they started releasing clips and started releasing side-by-sides from footage they filmed and with the games, I'm like, yo, this looks dope. I'm a little anxious about the fact that they're fitting the entire first game into one season. We only have 2 games, so I don't know what's going on because they just started writing the third one. But first episode is going to be 85 minutes long. It's like a mini feature film. Like, I'm ready.
Whoa. The first episode is going to be 80 something minutes long, you said?
85 minutes.
Yo, that is a movie.
I'm ready.
I'm not mad at that. And the exciting thing is we see people we recognize. Of course, we have our beloved Pedro Pascal of the Mandalorian fame, which is also set to release this year. And we see Baby Girl, whose name, unfortunately, I did not research, but from Game of Thrones, who was one of the most riveting actors, especially at her age, in Game of Thrones. And I remember she picked up a sword and everything. Like, she was not no bullshit. Like, and these two are set to lead this franchise. I mean, as gamers, Yaz, Tyrone, Yaz first. How you feel? You excited about this, man? Don't tell us the end. Just kidding.
You don't spoil it. Yeah,
Doesn't even know the end. You don't even know. Oh yes, this isn't a game that you play, huh? You're not into Last of Us.
I was gonna say, you guys like know this is like undead territory.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yaz is out. Yeah, Yaz don't do no zombies or no undead or none of that shit. I don't watch it. I don't play it. I'm not in this. So you guys enjoy. I'll pull a Stephanie and I will not read the footnotes. I'll just show up for the show and be like, hey.
Come on, man. I mean, yo, Yaz. You got it. Yes, come on, man. You're missing out.
I don't need to have nightmares for us to discuss it. Okay, that's all I'm having. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not worth it. Okay, like I don't need to be like sketched, walking around my house and shit. I got stairs. My health is more important than this damn show. So y'all enjoy. I'm good.
That's a t-shirt right here. I can't watch this. I got stairs. That's a new Blurred Order t-shirt.
I'm just saying, between that and like my tortoise, we let her roam the house now. Like she's not in an enclosure anymore. She just like roams the house. So if I'm like tiptoeing and she's awake or something and it's dark and I trip over that like huge ass rock, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm like freaking out, thinking she's gonna try and eat me and shit because she like start crawling towards me. So yeah, fuck that.
Well, needless to say, we may not get Yaz's I was gonna say spoils, but I don't want to beat this horse. We may not get Yaz's opinion on this show, but I think that it's one to look forward to. Tyrone, you familiar with the franchise?
So this is one of the few like big games I haven't played. I started to play it and I was like, okay, this is actually really good. The story's crazy. I'm like getting pulled into it. And then they announced the show, and then I was like, I kind of want to watch the show without knowing anything about where the story goes. So the game was fantastic, as much of it as I played. And I'm really looking forward to this. The casting looks great. Chernobyl, the people who created Chernobyl created this show, and Chernobyl was strong. It was depressing as hell, but it was a strong show. So I expect this to be very dark and very emotional, but very, very good. So I'm excited.
Wait, Chernobyl was a show? Wasn't a movie?
It was a
show based on the events that it was kind of like a little bit of a like drama documentary almost, but it was really good.
Okay. I didn't see I did see the movie Chernobyl, which was kind of shot like
that like horror movie that was sort of like like trying to be like the Descent kind of thing.
Yeah, and I liked it. I mean,
this show was set in the events of Chernobyl, and was more nonfiction than fiction. It was just a dramatized portrayal of the actual events.
All right. Well, I'm here for that, man. Listen, anything that positively in a good light depicts a video game, because some of these video games, if you have been playing them lately, it's like playing a movie. I'm playing this game called I forget.
Returnal.
Oh yeah, I'm addicted to Returnal. I sniff Returnal. I put it in my veins. That's like I can't, because it's an unbeatable game, and I like to beat games. But the game that's got Josh Duhamel as I forgot.
The Callisto Protocol.
Protocol.
It's tough with the gameplay, but it's a good play, and I'm kind of learning to get into it. But it's like playing a movie. I mean, it's literally like playing. I did recently also play the Avengers video game on VR. The Iron Man video game on Oculus. And it feels like you're flying. You use your arms like this. You shoot like this, and it's really hella dope. So anything that's going to make the video game world more appealing and bring more dope storylines to the big screen, I'm here for it. Now, there's also another project that I wanted to get y'all's opinion on, and honestly, we kind of brought this up a while back, but this is kind of creepy. I'm not even going to introduce this. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up on the screen. And I just want to see how we react to this trailer. So without further ado, let me go ahead and bring this up. And I would love to see our reactions on it.
Watch those stairs, yes.
Yeah, watch the stairs, yes.
I'm not even going to watch this. I'm going to look away.
Wait, this isn't the trailer for This Is Us? I mean, for Last of Us. This is the trailer for this right here.
Creepy ass doll.
Yeah, let's check it out. It's not a zombie though, Yaz. So
listen, my father, my sperm donor, he used to get me these little creepy ass glass dolls when I was a kid, and they were hella creepy. And my mom and I, when I got to a certain age, we would have a destroy party. And my niece just got one in the mail the other day, and I was messing with her and telling her that they watch you when you're sleeping, and their eyes be watching you and shit. And guess what? Yeah. She turned the damn doll around and covered it up. I was dying.
Well, hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I played this game recently. One of my favorite, literally, I think my favorite game officially is Resident Evil on all.
That makes sense.
Nice. Which I don't think you would like too much, Yaz, being that you're a person. But in Resident Evil, they had an add-on recently that involved the main character's daughter. And the main character's daughter, for the first time in the Resident Evil world, on the video game at least, not in the movies, has powers. But one of the enemies is kind of like, I know y'all aren't Whovians, but in Doctor Who there's this thing called the angel, I forgot what they are. They're these stone angels.
The weeping angels.
What they call the weeping angels, and the way the weeping angels work is they're like this, right? Okay. But when you turn away from them, when you look back, they're closer. You know what I'm saying? And the way that you keep them from getting close to you is you can't take your eyes off them. You have to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like wherever you go, you got to keep watching.
Do they kill you?
Yes, they kill you. You know what I'm saying? So whenever you see a weeping angel, it's like the kiss of death, because you're like, oh shit, I'm about to die. And you can't, like, if you blink even, like every time you don't see them, they're closer to you. So just imagine like, you're like, oh, that's weird. Look at that. And then you put the key in your door, you open up the door, you look up again, and it's right there on your doorstep. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like red light, green light, but like with your eyeballs.
Exactly.
Hell no, man.
Yeah, I said new nightmare just dropped.
Yeah.
So that's creepy as heck, man. I encourage anybody to play that add-on. It's a short, really quick. I don't want to say it's quick, but it's a dope play. But it kind of gives me these kind of vibes. So I'm interested in what y'all think about this trailer. Let's give it a watch and see what we think about it.
I designed Megan to protect Katie from feeling lonely. She will recognize you as her primary user. And when you do that, you're going to pair with her.
Crazy. It's insane, right?
Oh, hell no.
Megan, your goal is to protect Katie from harm, both physical and emotional.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare some war. I won't let anything harm you. I love her.
Megan's not a person, Katie.
You don't get to say that.
Things that you can play with me, you better watch your back. The last thing that you hear will be my love. Megan, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Couldn't sleep. Occupational hazard.
Y'all just hold on. I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna pause and make sure Yaz is okay.
Yo, I would have fucking threw something at that goddamn doll in the kitchen, bro. I swear to God. She better hope I didn't have like the knives right down behind. What the fuck? Yeah, no.
All right, there's still more, man. Let's see if we can get through the trailer. Hold on. But yo, I just wanted to make sure she hadn't dipped out on us right quick. It's just starting to get
shit is life size? Hell no.
All right, man, let's get back to it. Oh, let's check it out.
What the hell is that?
You should probably run. I won't let anything harm you ever again.
Megan.
Have I done something to upset you, Gemma?
I know you think you're maximizing your objective function.
Oh, really?
Sugar and spice and everything nice, though that's not what we're made of.
All right, hold up. Wellness check. How we doing, Yaz? Yo, Stephanie is over here. Nolly's having trouble with it. Me and Tyrone are just over here with our popcorn. But I'm looking at Yaz and this yeah.
Why did her mom make her that doll? Like, what the fuck? She's like, I fucked up. I fucked up. When she literally thought that when that bitch grabbed her and slammed her into that table, she's like, I fucked up. Why did I do this? Those thoughts were going through her head, I swear to God. I'm sorry, but did that little bitch just drive?
I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you what. Let's just go ahead and finish the trailer, man, and let's talk about it on the other end. I may or may not be stopping and starting so that we don't get canceled. But who knows? Let's go ahead and do it.
Baby, ask you. Don't provoke us or we will.
You have to shut her down.
Jesus Christ, I thought we were friends. I have a new primary user now. Me. Did Megan do something bad?
What's going on?
Oh, hell no.
What are you?
I'm Megan. Baby, don't provoke us or we will.
Come on, Yaz. Come on, Yaz. You know you love it, Yaz. Come on now. You know you.
She's like shoot that old lady through that freaking porch, like that shed through. Like, bro, oh my God. I have to see this only because I will never buy my child a doll like this. And I want to make sure I know all the things of what not to look for. So yes, I will check this one out and I will show you my face before I go into the theater and I will show you my face when I leave the theater, traumatized as fuck. Yes.
Yo, Nolly, this looks like something that you're interested in, or are you like, nah, hard pass?
I'm gonna watch it because I like spooky shit, but what the hell?
Yeah.
What the hell? Was Annabelle not enough?
No, she's like a 3-foot like killing machine doll.
You know, and like growing up, I always wanted like the my size Barbie. I'm glad I didn't.
Steph, you a doll fan? You a Chucky fan? You does look interesting to you?
I'm not a Chucky fan at all, but I like the idea of evil AI a lot more than dolls that are inhabited by evil spirits. So I'm good with this. Like I like evil computers and I think I'm gonna see it. And I feel like having a Megan seems kind of cool, you know?
What?
No.
If it's linked with me, yeah.
Hold on. So you even though you're seeing all of this and how she's terrorizing all of her friends and everything, you think
it's not her friends, she's terrorizing her enemies.
Just think of anybody you get close with, okay, your love, and you had an argument or anything, that you know what I'm saying? Like you just say something wrong to him, that bitch is gonna go murder them. Are you sure you want to do this?
Then they should talk to me nice.
Your son gets you pissed off, and you're like, you little shit. She's gonna be like, processing.
Well, I don't talk to him that way, and I would have to sit down and be like, all right, Megan, now we gotta be good to SJ. Like, let's just keep sometimes you cannot kill my son. Anybody else is fair game, though. You know what I mean? Do what you need to do.
Oh,
man, I hope you get him. I hope you get your AI after you said all that bullshit about Arendir, Rings of Power, because he would have been dead before that.
My Megan would have good taste. She understands that at a certain level of attractiveness, people are immune from things.
Okay, I'm safe.
So
agree. Yes, you're good.
This is the fucked up part that I just learned, Tyrone. If Stephanie's Megan comes for me, not only did I cross Megan or Steph, but I'm also unattractive. I've just learned that I did not pass the attractive.
Damn, yeah, you gotta die ugly. That sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like damn, man. Like, yo, let me finish all of my surgeries and let me finish, you know what I'm saying? Let me kind of get up back to par, you know what I'm saying? Like
Vince is gonna be like, at least tell me which one was the reason, please.
How ugly it was, I mean, which one? I don't know. Red team go. Oh, damn. What you think, Tyrone? This looks good, man. You think you'll check it out? It looks
Oh, I'm gonna
fun.
check. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. I love a horror movie that like leans into what it is, and it looks like this is gonna be all kinds of ridiculous. I'm always around for that. I was a big fan of Child's Play. Like Steph, I love the concept of a evil sentient AI. These are my jams, so I'm definitely gonna check this out. Also, twist that I wasn't expecting. So this movie came out yesterday, and it has right now a critic score of 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa. So looks like the Fire Stick might be worth firing up on.
If we can find it on there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to see Mathregan in the theaters. I'm not messing around. Yeah, I'm going to check it out.
Is that what they're calling it? Mathregan? It's not.
Oh, that's what I'm calling it. Whenever a number's in the title, I got to pronounce that whole number. So Mathregan's going to get it.
This movie right here is exactly why I don't have Alexa and Echoes and shit like that in my house, because when they fucking take over and shit, that's exactly how they're gonna start. Your fridge locked down, can't get in that bitch. Your garage locked down. Your house locked down. Your car, fuck that shit.
I get made fun of a lot because if I talk to Alexa or Google, I always say thank you, and they're like, "Why do you say thank you?" I said, "Because when the robot overlords take over, they don't know that I was polite."
Absolutely true.
And I had manners. And I
did you see Meet the Mitchells on Netflix?
Yes.
Oh, the one about the future.
With the phone takes over and like this like
Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's hilarious because Nolly thinks that when the robot apocalypse happens, that they're gonna remember her. Like, no, not her. She has.
They will remember everything. It's archived. It's in the folders. Yeah,
it's true. Yeah, it's in the cloud.
Every time.
They're gonna have that different face, they'll be like friend, enemy.
And then Nolly will be sitting there like, wait, what did I do? And then one's gonna come up to her like, not her.
She's cool.
Thank you.
Let's remember Alexa.
I am not built to run for my life. Okay, so I'm going to do what it takes to ensure my survival.
She says, "This is why I say thank you."
Thank you. I lift weights. I don't do cardio. Okay.
It's coming, mama. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? We're this close to building Skytel, man. Skynet. Damn it.
Skynet. Yeah, Skynet.
Right.
All right. Well, I think it looks entertaining, and to have such a high score, I think it may even be worthy of us all checking it out to get opinions on it. So if you get a chance, if you got the Fire Stick from Ty, or if you just got the house, then yeah, man, I would say let's see if we can maybe get some opinions on this, because it looks like. Now I will say this shares a lot of close similarities to a movie that I saw as when I was a kid, called Deadly Friend, in which basically a girl dies. Oops, spoiler alert. I mean, this is from the 70s. It's not like 2 weeks ago, but this happened in the very beginning, so it's not like a twist. But they bring her back to life, but make her a robot. But she's so close to one of the guys. She has a crush on this. Like she's the robot of this guy. This guy's like an engineer. He builds her back up to life, and then she, like this Megan, basically begins to terrorize anybody he has a problem with. But the difference is, in this story, Deadly Friend, she doesn't terrorize people that he has a problem with. She terrorizes the girls in his life because she loves him so much. And that's when it gets a little creepy, but that's a different story. But yeah, this is a as the comments saying, Lady Child's Play, but without the sorcery and the demonic spirits and all, and the weird voodoo stuff. AI is much more creepy because even as we speak, there's nobody right now who's not watching this on some sort of device that has AI on it. Sorry, all right. If you got a camera, they're watching. If you got voice commands, they're listening. So that's the reality. Tyrone.
I just want to say, a few years ago, there was actually a remake of Child's Play that did the AI take on it. It had Aubrey Plaza and Brian Tyree Henry in it. It's actually a fun one. I recommend checking it out. If you want to make a AI doll weekend of it, check it out.
Okay, now that was that, if I'm not mistaken, that was released. That was on TV, right? That wasn't.
That was actually a movie that had a theatrical release. And I don't know where it is now. It might be on Hulu. I'm not really sure. There was a TV show that came out shortly after that. I forgot where that one came out, but yeah, a whole reboot of Chucky came out. But yeah, they did the AI thing, I think, like a year before. It was fun. It's a fun one.
All right. Well, since we're having a lot of fun already, I figure in the theme, in the spirit of horror, which is not something that I'm too big into. I'm just gonna keep it real. But this is a trailer that I thought, what?
Does that say Jagged Edge Productions?
I was like, what is not this trailer, but there is a movie coming out about one of our beloved childhood characters.
Hold on, before you segue, I just want to say, the whole like Megan thing, it kind of like gets me a little bit excited for like and hope for like a Rosie doll in the future. Because I'm just saying the Jetsons were supposed to be alive now. We don't have a Rosie, and I fucking need one. So get on it. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, first of all, you ain't never lied. We are overdue. If I'm not mistaken, we could get an actual Jetsons production. I was thinking about this the other day. I won't take up too much time on it, but I also think that it's hilarious that in the future, Rosie, this is going to get me in trouble, but even in the future where the robots are cleaning, somehow they still end up with a Latino. Rosie is all right. Never mind. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah. So that did happen. But this is weird. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. I saw this. This doesn't look mainstream, but evidently this is real. So let me know what y'all think about. Ooh,
I'm so excited.
You know, you're the first person I ever shown this place to.
Why am I so special?
Because soon will be Christopher and Mary Robertson. You should be close now.
We're not going to find them.
We will. Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, we were friends for many years, and they're out there.
Christopher, we need to leave. Now.
I really need to find out what's happening, okay?
Oh shit.
This place is kind of cool. And it has a pool. We need to go. There's Laura's dead. There's someone else outside. What was that?
We used to be friends. Why are you doing this, please? I would have never left, I swear, I
So evidently,
so it's just like Chainsaw Massacre meets like.
I'm so excited.
So Nolly seems to be hella into this. When we discussed this over TikTok, she was gushing. Why are you so into this, Nolly?
This shit it's so fucking funny. It's so funny. And I love me a good slasher. And I was like,
Winnie the Pooh movie, I gotta tell you, I am not happy about it. Me and
I get the overlay sometimes. Evidently, hold on. It's actually
are presented as murderers. The director of this film claims me and Piglet went so insane that we ate Eeyore. Now, why in Sora's name would I ever eat donkey meat? And what is this they've got me wearing? I look like the frickin' Papa Bernstein bear, or one of them redneck bears from the Country Bear Jamboree. And when did I purchase a Dodge Viper? I mean, I know I wear red, but I'm not part of the damn Bloods. And I gotta say this too. That's not Piglet. It's a frickin' warthog mask from Party City. This movie makes me so angry. But you know what? I'll be there watching every single minute. Will you?
Yo, what the fuck? All right. Yeah, anyway, can you please help us maybe get as excited as you, Nolly? Because I'm not a horror fan, and this just looks kind of weird to me.
I don't know why, but horror is my favorite genre. I will watch anything, whether it's good or bad. I will watch it all. I love this stuff. But when I heard that they were going to do a Winnie the Pooh, I said, how? Like, how is that going to work? And then they released the first Red Band trailer, and I was like, and we're going. Okay. I'm ready.
You're so, is this are you going to visit the theater? You going to show up to?
I'm going to the theater. I love to see palm-colored children make bad decisions in the woods. And in the 100 Acre Woods, I'm ready. So ready.
Oh man, Tyrone.
Yeah, no, this is another one where I'm like, I'm gonna go check it out because I'm a horror fan too, and it's, to me, it's where you get some of like the most pure insanity is just in horror movies, like because there are fewer boundaries. You can just do whatever. I know a lot of the Disney characters like Pooh and stuff like that became public domain recently, so this is why we're getting these movies, and I'm definitely here for it. I'm excited to see if like anybody else shows up. I want to see what a scary Tigger might look like. I want to see what a scary rabbit might look like. I don't want to be too excited and then get disappointed, but I'm excited to just to hang out and to see this one.
I can't help but feel like there's no way to not be disappointed in this. Like it just reeks of cash grab, but I like the creativity of it. But
I don't think it'll be great.
I think
it's not going to be a great movie, I don't think it, but it's going to be a good time.
Okay, all right, because I like the concept of Christopher Robin trying to show his new girlfriend how he grew up in this fantasy world, and she's like, "Oh, where's these lovely little characters that you're talking about?" And here comes Pooh, like with a chunk of glass that he used from a pail of honey. You know what I'm saying? And he's like trying to, like I could see the appeal. I could see the appeal. But at the same time, I'm skeptical of the quality of this, but hopefully this is a trend. I wouldn't mind. I mean, there's some other childhood things I would like to see if they could give us Elmo goes berserk and just starts killing all the kids on Sesame Street. What else can we do when we bring our childhood shit back to the play? Steph, does this excite you or is this crazy?
It does not excite me. Like there's enough original scary stuff. I just don't understand why we gotta make stuff that's supposed to be for kids scary. It doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you a little bit, Steph, but I'm also a little intrigued because I do like seeing adult concepts on things that we grew up with. All right, I loved when they redid the Power Rangers. I don't know if y'all saw that Power Rangers redo where like Tommy and all of the real original before he passed. He did pass. With like they showed up, and I think James Vanderbeek was in it, and there was like blood, and the Black Ranger was like sniffing coke off a stripper's ass or some shit. And it's like, "What's up? Oh, we get it. It's Morphin time." You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "It's Morphin time." You know what I'm saying? I loved it. So I don't mind adult adaptations of children's things sometimes, but this just looks hella creepy, but fascinating at the same time. Now, we're running low on time. I kind of want to talk Bad Batch with Yaz a little bit. Kind of want to talk, but I don't know if we're going to have enough time for it. So look out for that on maybe the next shows. I also did want to go over some of these upcoming movies and shows, but I think that we'll wait until we talk about some of these things with our friend Omar Holman, who is joining us from the Black Nerd Problems Instagram page, which is huge fan. I think Nolly. We got our homie Steph in the background doing the WAP, doing the dances, loving Holman. So yeah, you looking forward to this, huh?
Yes, I am a big fan. I've been a big fan for a long time. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I introduced you to the page, Vince, but I remember sending it to you. So maybe this was rooted in my idea. But I'm excited. I've been following them forever, especially they do like remakes of X-Men comics that are just absolutely brilliant. I need to talk about Cyclops growing up in an all-Black orphanage. I'm reading his book. This guy is just brilliantly smart and witty and funny, and I can't wait to have a conversation.
Yeah, here's a quick preview of what to expect from our homie Omar Holman. You saw it at the beginning. Wrong button.
Across the Spider-Verse dropped its trailer, and Miles Morales is looking great. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just here to talk about Issa Rae's Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman. My God. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. The fro is out. The skin is glowing. The red bandana, the fit. You got, show the whole fit. They got Spider-Woman out here with the Pyru red boots while she's swag surfing a Kawasaki Ninja. I ain't ever seen any like this before in my life. She's rocking the goggles as a mask. She's got spider webs coming out, the gloves. Nah. She didn't have to fashion this hard. I cannot wait to see her in.
Yo, that's our boy. And listen, Black Nerds Problems is one of the funniest online personas. I think it's a group of them, and I can't wait to hear what started the group. If you're on Instagram, I encourage you to go and hit that follow button for our new friends at Black Nerd Problems. And there's also rumors that a Tiffany Starchild, who is slid in the DMs, may be joining the cast of characters that we have as potential guests this year. 2023 is looking pretty good, man. But I wanted to pick Stephanie's brain on something that she brought my attention to. Evidently, your boy Winston Duke is out wilding. Now she sent this. I haven't even had a chance to check it out yet. So let's see what all she's already given the shame. All right, well, let's check this out and see what happens to our boy, man. Let's hit the play button. Let's do it. Oh shoot. All right, you know what? I may have flubbed. Bear with me just a moment, and I will get this back on track. And okay, here it is. And go.
Maefa. So that's a word that translates to win them.
Yeah.
You're gonna say yeah. I'm gonna grunt. Right? That's the gorilla tribe's grunt. Ooh. You just repeat ooh. So I say Maefa, you say yeah.
Yeah.
I say ooh. Ooh. Maefa. Yeah. 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 Ooh. Maefa.
There wasn't enough brown in the audience.
We'll be right back with more Tonight Show.
You're not feeling it, huh, Steph?
Now, you know how I feel about Winston Duke. Okay, after escaping Howard unscathed after 4 years of cues, you would think I would be immune to. You would think I'd be immune to a barking man. But Winston Duke, if that man ever barks in my direction, I will fold like a cheap chair. However, I really feel like this is a community moment. Like to see him teaching Jabari tribe chants to a crowd full of whites made me very uncomfortable. It's just like read the room. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
You didn't like it? I mean, there's I guess he was just promoting and but yeah, you don't want to wake up the next day and see, little Jackson teaching all of his friends, the the chant of Manape from Black Panther. But I will say this, Steph, and I need y'all help because I got one string that says we're at 157 and another one that says we're at 152. I don't know what y'all say.
152.
52.
Well, I'm a little scared, so I might just bounce this because one says 157. I don't want us to lose opportunities. So let me just close this up. But I did mention that one thing that inspired me, especially at our New York Comic-Con experiences, was seeing little white boys dressed up as T'Challa. And for some reason, that touched me. Now, I know that that's, some would say, appropriation, but it's also one of the first times when white folks have to know what it feels like to have to dress up like somebody that doesn't look like you on screen. And I'm wondering if this is a positive thing or not. Tyrone, what you think?
I think there's room for it to be positive. It can't be fully positive until white supremacy and racism is gone. You know what I mean? Until then, it's still attached to appropriation, and it still causes these uncomfortable feelings for very valid reasons. So, to just jump in and play in those spaces, as white folks play in those spaces whenever they feel comfortable with it, it still does give you a little bit of a eerie feeling, because do more to make it so this is never an issue again. But the Winston Duke thing doesn't bother me too much. I do know he's promoting and stuff like that. it was on his terms and everything, so that's cool. But yeah, I could see why Steph is a little bit like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, Steph, I'm sorry to hear it. Hey, but at least he can still crush that melon with them thighs, though. You know that? All right, cool. Well, listen, there's still much more to discuss, man. I wanted to get shout out to the comment section, everybody that tagged along the entire time. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm showing one of my screens is showing that we used up more time than the other, and I don't want to take the chance so we can't replay the show. So we'll go ahead and get up out of here. But I will take this time to encourage you to make sure you follow all of our social media sites. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're on YouTube, which hopefully you're watching us on right now. That's the best place to watch us. Facebook, of course, and we're now even on Twitter. Please go check us out and share, like, and comment whenever it is you can. I have been your boy, the real Vince Taylor, along with the rest of the Blurs. We want to wish y'all a happy new year and say, hey, tune in to even greater things we got coming up this year. And as always, y'all, be your authentic self. If you ain't being yourself, then you're being fake. And as we always say, if you a geek, go ahead and let that geek flag fly. Pull it!
Fighter 2, I just really hate Zangief, only Ken and Ra. You, I find it hard to be Blanca, keep a wee ninja hanging and the uncle album banging. If you negative in energy, then stay out the vicinity. Yeah, them niggas over there. Yeah, now look at what I'm with.